What's going on, movie lovers, and welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. My name is Johnny Rogers, and if you happen to be new here, we cover everything from television and movies to celebrities and influencers. So tap that subscribe button to join our notification squad, and make sure you stay all the way until the end because you won't believe our #1 spot. Now, without any further delay, let's get right into our list of the top 10 celebrities who were sued by their fans, part 2. In at number 10, Michael Jackson. On December 14, 2010, the King of Pop's first posthumous record was released simply titled as Michael. It also marked the first release of an all-new MJ material since his album Invincible in 2001. However, in 2014, a lawsuit was brought against his estate by a fan named Vera Sarova. Her case alleged that 3 of the songs released on the album did not actually feature Michael Jackson's voice. The songs in question were Breaking News, Keep Your Head Up, and Monster. Her reasoning for doing this was actually due to a miscommunication from an attorney with the singer's estate. She believed that the attorney had admitted details about Sony saying Michael didn't perform on the song, when in reality they were saying that there was no way to confirm such a thing, as the majority of the songs were pulled from his previously created archives. The court also ruled that even if MJ didn't sing on those 3 songs, you couldn't exactly sue his estate or even the record label for that. In at number 9, Sum 41. I don't care what anyone says, I'm calling this lawsuit the $6 million hot dog. Way back in 2004, the band Sum 41 was smacked with a big lawsuit by a man named Michael Sudor from Rochester, New York. The band was attending a minor league baseball game in the area while shooting footage for their bonus DVD extras that would be included with their CD Does This Look Infected. In the video taken at the game, you'll see once fan Michael Sudor getting a hot dog thrown at him. Sudor sued the band because he was unaware that he would be getting his 15 minutes of DVD extra fame in such a way. He claimed that since being insulted on camera by the band like that, he has lost clients from his home improvement business, and not only that, but he sued them for significant psychological trauma as well. In at number 8, Louis Tomlinson. When the band One Direction became famous, few had watched the paparazzi and fans go as crazy as they did for these boys. I can't even imagine how annoying that would get after years and years of people sticking a camera in your face everywhere you went, from the airport to hotel lobbies. Even so, that's no excuse to be attacking your fans, Louis. While Louis and his girlfriend were strolling through LAX, the paparazzi spotted them and tried to get a good shot of the couple. This, however, only alerted fans that there was a celebrity in the vicinity. One Direction fan Anna Becerra was sitting off to the side with her friend when she started recording them. I suppose Louis' girlfriend didn't appreciate this as she tried to wrestle the phone from Anna. When Louis saw this commotion happening, he rushed over, knocking the fan to the ground, and when she tried to get back up, he punched her right in the eye. Thankfully, he was arrested and charged promptly. And then number 7, Rod Stewart. Some guys may have all the luck and other guys get sued by their own fans. On November 13, 1990, Michigan resident Patricia Boughton sued Rod Stewart after she suffered an injury while attending a concert. According to the lawsuit, when Rod began doing his trademark move of kicking soccer balls into his audience, she was struck so badly that she was left permanently disfigured. Which sounds bad, but in reality the soccer ball just hit her middle finger on her left hand. Although that was only the superficial side of this lawsuit. The real meat and potatoes comes by way of this woman's husband, who showed support for the lawsuit because he claimed a loss of companionship as a result of her injuries. Initially, they were seeking $75,000 in damages, but after the couple got divorced, they settled for just $17,000. This isn't even the first time that this has happened either. Another fan lost his job after a soccer ball broke his finger while at a Rod Stewart concert, and another fan sued him after a ball broke his nose. Despite all of the lawsuits, I think it's safe to say that Rod Stewart's fans just can't handle his balls. In at number 6, All-American Rejects. We all know how dangerous energy drinks can be for a young person's health, but who would have thought that the real injuries would come from getting smoked by the can itself? In 2010, during the Warped Tour at the Shoreline Amphitheater, the band All-American Rejects were rocking the main stage. In the middle of the performance, lead singer Tyson Ritter took a little sip from his Monster Energy drink and then just flung it into the crowd of fans. Allegedly, he would go on to throw several more full cans of energy drink into the crowd, with one of them striking a woman. The fan ended up suing them for negligence, assault, and battery. Speaking on her behalf, her attorney Bob Rosenthal had this to say: "She got hit by a can, required 12 stitches, and the gash is pretty significant, and there's a scar as a result." Yikes, she won't be drinking Monster anytime soon, that's for sure. In at number 5, Guns N' Roses. I bet going to a Guns N' Roses concert would be so much fun. I'll tell you what isn't fun though: going to their concert and getting your front teeth knocked out by the lead singer. That was soon an Australian resident's reality when Axl Rose decided it was a grand idea to toss his microphone into the crowd crowd. Darren Wright ended up getting struck by the microphone, knocking out his 2 front teeth and injuring his mouth in the process. While speaking with the West Australian, Wright said, "With the bright lights and explosions, I couldn't see anything. The next thing I knew, I was whacked in the mouth. I thought I had been punched. I was quite stunned and it took a few seconds to realize what was going on. I could feel bits of teeth in my mouth, then someone was climbing through my legs to grab the microphone." While Darren believed that it was an accident, he still sued the band for $5,000 just to fix his teeth. Which, fair enough. That's a fair lawsuit. In at number 4, Beyonce. Yes, even Queen Bee isn't immune to being sued by her fans. As much as people love Beyonce, they still don't like being trampled at her concerts. In 2013, 2 Cook County women sued Beyonce, the United Center, and Live Nation after being trampled on their way into the Chicago concert. They were lined up several hours before, but another gate opening caused the crowd to shift, leading to the Beyonce fans getting run over by eager concert goers. According to the lawsuit, one woman broke her ankle while the other was knocked unconscious. As a result, they were smacked with hefty medical bills, and one of the women lost time from work. Within the lawsuit, they claimed the security for the event did nothing to avoid this disaster and failed to use even the most basic common sense in considering the safety of the large crowd assembled. In at number 3, Sia. After a lackluster concert in Tel Aviv, Israel, Sia Furler's production company was sued by her own fans. According to reports, fans smacked Sia with a lawsuit demanding to have their tickets refunded, most of which cost upwards of $90 per ticket. Allegedly, this total lawsuit would have cost her team more than $2 million. Apparently, the concert only lasted for 65 minutes, and as per Sia's shtick, her face was covered with her wig the entire time. Her Israeli fans' main complaint was that it felt very impersonal. The fans also added that Sia failed to mention that she was even in Tel Aviv or speak to them at all between performances. In response, Sia's tour manager had this to say, "We wish to emphasize that the show was extremely successful. We have received hundreds of comments from satisfied fans who thoroughly enjoyed the performance and production. In addition, it should be noted that to the best of our knowledge, the claim was not submitted against Sia herself." Apparently, Sia does have a ton of anxiety issues though, and she has said in the past that she only performs because her fans want her to. She has yet to still comment on the reported lawsuit. In at number 2, Jessica Simpson. Fans at a Louisiana meet and greet went from loving Jessica Simpson so much that they would lend their baby for a photo shoot to smacking the celeb with a giant lawsuit after Simpson tried to pass the child off as her own. According to documents within the lawsuit, a man named Christopher Hurst was standing in line with his teenage daughter so that she could get an autograph at the department store. Hurst was also holding his infant son, and at the suggestion of 2 other people in line, he handed his son over to Jessica for a quick photo. Out of nowhere, another photographer appeared and snapped a bunch of photos of Jessica holding the child. So you can bet he was shocked when he saw Jessica Simpson holding his son on the cover of OK Magazine. Hurst and his baby's mother Tracy sued Simpson, OK Magazine, and Getty Images for $75,000 in damages. Last but not least, in our number 1 spot, Chris Brown. During a party hosted by Chris Brown at the Fiesta nightclub in San Jose, California, gunfire erupted at the end of the show. 5 people were shot, and one of them decided to sue the singer as well as the venue. NBC Bay Area News reported that lawyers for the man, who was 22 at the time, claimed the college student suffered a permanent injury to his foot when he was shot at the Chris Brown's Capricorn Bash at the Fiesta nightclub on Monterey Highway early on the morning of January 11th. The craziest thing is that there's footage of this incident online. The fan sued Chris and the club to recuperate his lost earnings from medical expenses and a variety of other damages, including post-traumatic stress disorder from being shot at and getting shot. With that, let's check out some of your comments from the video titled Top 10 TV Shows That Predicted the Future and Got It Right. Sarah Davis says, "Thank you, Bacon Overlord, for the great video. Keep them coming, Johnny." You are very welcome, Sarah. No quarantine will stop us now. Kirsten Owen says, "Good to see you, Johnny. Stay safe and be well." Thanks, Kristen, and hope you and your family are staying safe as well. Amy Avery says, "Johnny, I always love your videos. They're always entertaining. Thank you." Amy, I appreciate the kind words, and that's all we're trying to do here is just entertain you guys. Jude Melrose says, "What a champion." I'm assuming you're referring to my champion shirt, also another one of my favorite shirts, but the real champions right now is the kid working at the grocery store. Ismail Mayet says, "Thanks, Johnny." You're welcome, Ismail. I feel like we've done this before. And that has been the top 10 celebrities who were sued by their fans part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editors for making me look so good. If you enjoyed this video, then show some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Also, make sure you leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on this list. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap the playlist when it pops up. From Top 10 Beyond the Screen, my name is Johnny Rogers saying until next time, take care.